with a smiling face. Be who you wanna be. Make up the memory. It's virtual reality.
What is going on, everybody? My name's Kyler. This is Shawn. We are Rendered Reality. Thanks for joining us today on Coffee and VR.
I knew you were going to say that, and I forgot. So it made me laugh, even though we literally just talked about that. So
it's horrible. You just want to call me Kyler, don't you?
Kyler. I mean, it's kind of going to be an ongoing joke now forever.
I know.
So.
It's okay. Yeah. I liked Kyler Airlines, though. I really do.
Is
I
this
like
something
the name
you were
of that.
playing a Microsoft Flight Simulator? Or
Yeah,
you've only spent like 18,000 hours in Microsoft
I know. I
Flight
sent you
Simulator.
my hourly playtime in that. I think I'm up to like 400 hours or something in
I think it was
Microsoft Flight
more
Simulator.
than that. I don't remember.
No, I think it is. It's like 400. I'm working on 400, but I have a confession.
Oh boy.
I have a confession.
Should we save this for the late night episode?
No, we're not doing that kind of stuff. I told you, but so I actually ended up getting the Bravo from Honeycomb for the flight sim stuff, which is super, super incredible. I have it set up for all the Boeing stuff, which is tops. I mean, it really is incredible. It makes that game so good.
You love your flight sim stuff anyways. I don't get into it as much as you. It's funny because we're actually live streaming on TikTok too for the moment. We're not going to do the whole show because my phone will probably die. But this is the first time we've ever live streamed on TikTok as well. But I posted a TikTok of doing some Microsoft Flight Simulator with my super cheap Logitech yoke. And like the most common comment is, why would you have a motion sim rig and be using that cheap yoke? And I'm like, I don't know, because it's the only thing I got, and it works.
Right, and I get that. And that was the night I got you into the fighter stuff, which is awesome because
that was in the F-18. And that was the other comment. Why are you using a yoke in an F-18? I was like, it's just what I had, and it works. Like it's doable, and I understand it's not ideal.
My whole thing is that, like in VR too, everyone wants these like super fancy yokes and controls and stuff. In VR, you don't see those, right? Yeah. You see what you're in, and it's only a peripheral control. Yeah. And yes, there are pros and cons between some of those. I totally get that. But
better than gamepad, exactly. It's
100%.
My thought exactly. Oh, Paradise Decay, thank you for that super chat that came through. He said Five Guys flight home funds. So I don't know if you saw the Discord, but he was at Five Guys and he saw somebody that he says looks like me. I question it. Some people said I do, some people said I don't. But anyways, he said that he knows my secret job, that I fly over to the UK and work at Five Guys on my off time.
Oh, but dude, that's all I want to do.
Tyler flies me over there in his flight simulator.
I would gladly do that. Fly a remote drone or something from Microsoft Flight Simulator. That's all I want to play, sadly, right now. And I think that Bravo unit, just because of the controls, and I got everything from the Airbus controls to what you got?
Go ahead.
What? No, you're distracted. I already can see it in your eyes.
Well, you're talking flight sim, and I'm thinking racing sim stuff.
Oh yeah, sure. I know. Which I'm with you, man. That's my other go-to. I get it. Trust me, that sounds like every time I drive right there. So I get it.
So this is talking about that though. It got me thinking that I've got the Logitech G920. I did get it working with the PlayStation because I have the Xbox version. I did a video with the adapter I used, but I'm really, really considering getting the Fanatec. The Gran Turismo DD Pro setup. Right. And it's like $1,000 because I want to get the 3-pedal one with the boost adapter and all that stuff. Right. And everybody like that comments that has one that they've done both, with the direct drive wheel is just so much better than that belt driven wheel. And they say it's like night and day difference. So I'm like, I was talking to the wife about it. She's like, just order it. And I'm like, it's just so much money. Like the PSVR2 funds just got pulled out of the account. You know what I mean? And it's like all these things to pay for. It's like, should I drop another $1,000?
I guess my thing is, I just don't feel like you spend enough time in driving games.
Dude, I've been playing a lot of Forza Horizon 5 lately and Gran Turismo 7. So Gran Turismo 7 is working with the PlayStation and the Yaw 2. Right. And I don't know, like I'm going to be able to use the headset in that as well. And I am loving it, even just for Forza Horizon. My nephews were over last night. I put both of them in it. Like it's just so much fun. So I also got the stuff for the Yaw to do the motion compensation.
Right, which is awesome.
Yeah. So, and I don't know if that's going to work yet with PS5. I don't know, but I'm really hoping. So we'll see, but
probably not.
But I agree. I don't use it a ton, but I really, really have been enjoying it. So I want to do more of it. Like I want to do some live stream stuff using this setup. Like, and so I'm just tempted by that wheel.
I get it. Like you don't have to convince me because I do spend that time in
Yeah.
there. So for me, it's an easy upgrade, to go to. But
Yeah,
it's a cost versus benefit thing, and that's how everything is, with us and
I
what
know.
we get, and with whether it be headsets or
Totally.
not. We just again had this conversation about PSVR2 before the show, and me getting XR.
yeah,
Elite
we're gonna
and all
get
that
into some
stuff.
of that because I've had some nightmares about Tyler not having a PSVR 2 on order. I have one, I pre-ordered mine, shipped and everything. We'll talk about that. Classy Grandma, though, one of my most favorite people to play VR with, because she literally cracks me up. Made Fluke spit out his beer the other day.
Right.
She had him laughing so hard. Literally was choking. You could see him in VR, like, and his character's like choking
Right.
on his beer. Cracks me up. She sent a $5 super chat. Thank you for that. We were playing some Uno the other night, and we are going to talk about that. I have some clips from that ready to go today because I love Uno, and
Yeah.
I've been waiting on Uno VR for so long.
Yeah, since we started the show, I think that was one of your first comments that you
Probably.
wish you had that in VR. I
Probably.
think.
And,
that and Justin Timberlake.
Artful says, Shawn, OWO is working with PSVR 2. Oh, snap. That's another thing I need to
That's
spend
good.
money on that
Yeah.
I haven't yet. But
I know.
anyways,
They talked about sending us one. That'd be awesome. But
yeah, I don't know if they will or not. We
Right.
talked to them at CES. They haven't said anything for sure, but that's kind of why I've held off on pre-ordering it, because it is like $500. And if
Right.
they will send us one to do some video and test out and stuff, because I really, really enjoyed it at CES. So we'll see. I don't know.
Absolutely.
But
so
yeah.
cool.
So, I mean, the hype this week is just absolutely. Which camera's me?
What?
There we go. The hype this week is literally absolutely PSVR 2, like
Oh, yeah.
everywhere. All the streams. We're going to be talking a lot about PSVR 2 because as we're getting closer, I am more and more excited for PSVR 2. So we're going to be talking about that. There's some games that have kind of been announced that weren't on the list of being launch games that are coming out. So some really, really cool PSVR stuff. Tyler, are you going to have FOMO?
I'm still not sold, man. I'm just not. Am I going to have FOMO? I mean, I'll get to try yours. So, I mean, I'm not
That's
going to
true.
miss out that much. But, if there's something that does grab me, then yeah, I absolutely would. But, you can't own every headset, right?
Why not?
You can't.
I know, I wish.
I mean, it's just not possible to support everything across all platforms with different games you have to purchase across different platforms. And it just gets a little extreme because we don't have really a universal headset unless you're playing on Steam or something like that. Then you can have whatever headset basically you want, which I
agree.
love that concept. So for me, that's kind of where I want to stay. And that's what I
And
want to
so,
do.
So has the decision you pre-ordered the XR Elite, has that decision swayed your decision for PSVR 2 or not? Like if that headset wouldn't have got announced, that wouldn't have came out, you're dropping $1,000, $1,100 on that. That is money to buy a PS5 and a PSVR 2. Again, Tyler doesn't have a PS5. If you already had a PS5, I
Right.
think it would be a really easy decision. But has that
Right.
changed your decision on PSVR 2 at all?
I mean, I guess if I was starving for a headset to fill those gaps that I had currently with VR, then I probably would. I just don't know if it's there for me yet. Like I'm so invested in stuff I already have, right? Oculus, Quest, Meta, whatever platform with their games and stuff. Steam with all the games I have on there. So for me to jump ship and now start on something else, if it's worth it, I would absolutely do it.
So here's my thing. I am really excited for PSVR 2.
I agree.
Because
Me too.
the games that we have, so Meta did this shift where they went to mobile VR gaming. So a lot of these big games like Asgard's Wrath and Stormland and stuff, the games that we still kind of yearn for, they've cut a lot of the funding to that kind of stuff. They don't really make those kind of games. They don't fund them as much. So that era has kind of been lacking a little bit, where I think Sony is going to fund some big titles and there's going to be some big stuff coming, and that PS5 is going to have the power to do more of what like a PC VR setup is going to do rather than a mobile setup. So that has me really exciting. And
I get that, but in 3 years from now or 2 years from now,
you think it's going to take that long though?
Well, but you won't be, at that point. Think where we will be with like PC VR, right? We're going to be advanced. We're going to have another set of GPUs and stuff. Games will be pushed even farther yet. And this will be locked in that 3 years ago processing power of the PlayStation.
That takes a while, you know what I mean? And they supported PSVR 1 for a long time, and that was inferior hardware almost from the beginning for, controllers and everything else. But I don't know, like I just feel like they have some things in the pipeline that they haven't announced yet that are going to be really big, where
and if they do, then
there's
I'm in.
not
You
that
get what
many
I'm saying?
people investing into top tier VR, PC VR games. Sony's going to be investing that money, and those developers are going to go after that product where it's not as big in the PC VR scene. There's not as many people because the money is going to be made on the mobile platform of Quest and the PSVR2 platform. That's where the main money is going to be made for a little while.
But isn't that a lot of money for somebody to invest to play 1 or 2 specific games if they don't have a PlayStation?
But it's not going to be 1 or 2 specific. I mean, okay, so
most of these though are ports coming over from Quest, even that we're seeing on release day and
not
stuff
this
like
one.
that.
I mean, this isn't a release day game, but this is Crossfire Sierra Squad.
I'm not talking about. I'm
talking
just
about
saying,
these kind of games, and these are the things that are stressing me out about you not having one. Is the fact that we play shooter games together all the time. I'm going to be so excited for a game like this to come out on the PSVR 2 and to play it. And I'm not going to have you to play with. You know what I mean?
If it's something that's better,
I'm having more FOMO than you are because you're not getting one.
I'm not, because I just haven't seen or tried anything that I'm that sold on. Like, again, we're going back to a wired setup, which I want away from. The weight I want away from. These are big things that I want to advance in and not be stuck in that and invest that into it for a couple games that I think we have equivalents of on PC.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
That's what's hard for me. I totally, I'm with you, man. I think about it constantly.
I understand it. And I think, like I said, if you had a PS5 right now, I don't think there's any doubt in my mind you would go buy a PSVR 2. But, and like Artful is saying, with AAA developers, it's going to be so much easier for them to develop on a console that everybody has the same hardware. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just, I just think that PSVR 2 is, I don't know that it's like the savior right now of VR that a lot of people think it is, but I think over the next year or so, coming into holiday season this year and stuff, I think there's going to be some really big games that it's going to be hard not to have it if you're a VR enthusiast. Like, I don't know. Like,
absolutely.
I mean, you're buying XR Elite, which I'm really excited about too, but you already have a lot of capable Steam VR headsets. You know what I mean? I understand that one is way lighter and more comfortable.
It checks my boxes, and that's what I'm saying.
But you
Everyone
already
has
have a lot of headsets for that platform, where this would be a whole new platform you could get into for the same amount of money.
Right. It is.
I don't know if you read the description of today's show, but I did put in there, can we convince Tyler to get a PSVR 2?
Nobody can ever convince me of anything
that's
outside
not
of myself.
true. I convince you of all kinds of things.
It's not that I'm against. Like, you take it
I
as
mean,
like
I
I'm
understand.
against PlayStation.
No.
I love it. I think it's incredible. I love what they're doing with it. I love it's an attachable device to a console that they already have. I wish Xbox would do that.
Eye tracking. The head haptics,
I know all of it.
Adaptive triggers,
I
that stuff's
understand
exciting. I think.
It is. It is. But I guess for me, I just haven't, again, like I said, seen anything or tried anything that I'm over the top, over the moon about, that I'm like, I have to go out and buy it for this.
So if there was massive game like GTA 5,
I'd go
GTA
get it.
5,
come on.
Yeah.
This isn't a debate about if. I said it's literally if there's something that I feel is worth it for me. And that's everyone's investment for whatever headset or anything there is. You get what I'm saying?
For sure.
But I guess for me, I don't know. I've never been a, Sony fanboy kind of deal.
We were
with,
Xbox guys for a long time.
Exactly.
And we've talked about that. So. But I'm really enjoying the PS5, and I'm really excited that the Y'all 2 is going to work with it. Like, I am so excited for that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Gran Turismo 7, luckily I've played it a little bit flat. So I've got some of my licenses. I've got some cars unlocked. It's got multiplayer. I definitely want to hop in with some people. I'm really excited about that. So that is a launch game that has me. And that's one that I'm a little surprised you're not jumping on board for. But we have things like, I said, a Corsa on PCVR.
With mods and stuff like that. Right.
Yeah, so I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
Tough.
Exactly.
Paradise Decay. What's an Xbox? Does it have VR? I wish it did, but it definitely doesn't. But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. I do want to talk a lot about PSVR because it's literally 4 days away or something. It's supposed to be here on the 22nd on Wednesday. Luckily, I don't have to work that day, so I'm literally going to be sitting there watching the driveway to see if somebody comes down. I'm really curious, though, to see. I'm really curious, though, if I'm going to be able to wake up on the 22nd and drive to Walmart and go buy one and be like, why did I pre-order this thing? And I don't know if that's going to happen because I know, I don't think you can pre-order right now on Best Buy or Amazon or Walmart. It was only through Sony, but I'm just curious.
We're not seeing a lot of that anymore, though. There used to be big stock of stuff, and there really isn't that as much. So maybe we won't.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I'm just excited because I'm going to be able to do the best of everything. I got Steam. I got a really, really good PC right now that I can do all of Steam VR.
Right.
I got the Quest Pro and the the Quest 2 that I still use a lot. And it's just a very exciting year because there's so much really good hardware coming out. We're still waiting on the links. That might be another 6 months or whatever. That sucks. But we got some other headsets to talk about. But I just feel like it's an expensive year. That's one thing
Well,
that
sure.
has
I mean,
held me
it's-
off on getting that Fanatec,
yeah.
but it's exciting to see, you know, I mean, something like a PSVR2 coming out that is just a big thing for the VR market that could really, in the next couple years,
And I hope it is,
really
yeah.
make or break what happens in the VR space, you know? So I'm really hoping that the PSVR2 will do as good as I think it will, because we need something like that.
I think
in the
it's
space.
not about the headset. It's about who picks up VR support for games, and especially with those
Agreed.
big mainstream games.
Agreed.
And I think that's all of it. That's everything we need right now is developers and software and games.
And I'm
That's
hoping that developers can see how good PSVR 1 did, even though it wasn't as good as a lot of the other hardware that was out there at the time. So they won't be as scared to invest in that platform and make games for it.
The only thing that worries me is that them letting on board, you know, some games that have been out and stuff already.
Yeah.
I almost feel like they needed to kind of start from scratch and move on and be better with their stuff.
Yeah,
But
I wish.
to
I
be
mean,
sure,
I know there's some big exclusives with Horizon and GT7, you know, right on
not
launch.
that.
Those are big ones,
Yeah.
but I do agree. There's a lot of stuff that is at launch that I've already played a lot of, and I'll probably go back in and check some of that out. But it's like, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I understand it because developers want their games across different platforms and
makes
stuff,
sense.
and that's great.
Yeah.
The library's bigger for people
and
to
there's
buy
people
and-
that didn't get into other platforms that are going to be playing these
Absolutely.
games for the first time. So in their boat, you know, that makes a whole lot more sense.
Right.
You know, like After the Fall is going to be on there. And that's going to be, as far as I know, like one of the only shooter games, multiplayer shooter games at that, you know what I mean, that we're going to be able to play as a group of people, you know, at
Right.
launch. So yeah, I don't know.
I know.
And I know there's a big debate about pancake lenses and the Fresnel lenses. And that's a tough one because they both have trade-offs.
Exactly.
It's
I don't-
hard because-
it's a hard everyone cries about one or the other. I feel like.
Yeah,
I mean,
and LCD, LED.
and some
you know
things
what I mean?
bother others, you know. And some
I don't know.
don't.
I mean, I am a big fan of the Quest Pro lenses. Those are probably the best lenses I've ever looked through, you know,
Yeah.
but you do have trade-offs with pancake lenses, as you know, the way that the stack is, as far as I understand it, you know, the screen brightness has to be much brighter to be able to penetrate the way the lens stack is. And so maybe that was some issues that Sony decided to go that route. But I mean, everything, it looked good when I did my demo. The only complaint that I really had was that little bit of Mura that I saw, and I'm pretty sure it was Mura. Some people were saying a screen door. I really don't think it was screen door. It was that, I mean, and that was a little bit disappointing. But I think when you're in a game and you're immersed, you're not going to notice it. But if you look for it, it is there, and you'll see it.
And
But
hopefully that's not across the board, or they can adjust that or make some software adjustments to improve that. But
yeah, and we'll see.
hopefully.
We'll see.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know. But so let's get it. We're going to probably get back onto some PSVR stuff because there's some other stuff I want to talk about. But me and Tyler, we did play Drop Dead. What is it called? Drop Dead the Cabin. I was like, crap, what's it called?
The Cabin.
So where'd you go? On that note, Tyler's
coffee.
leaving. What the heck?
I'm out.
Tyler is out. So we did play that. Me and Fluke played that. This footage here in the background is me and Fluke playing. Then me and Tyler played some as well. And I wanted to talk about that game a little bit because me and Tyler, we played like, I think 2 rounds or so, and then we hopped into something else. So we're going to get into what we played as well. But I just wanted to get your thoughts on it as what you thought of the game.
I think it's fun. I think there's, I don't know. It's a good game. It's fun. It's entertaining. I don't think it does anything crazy or different. And I guess that's what I'm looking for nowadays. I feel like it just kind of, and I mean, it's fun. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard for me because, you know, we've been playing other things too. So you start comparing it, you know, to other things we've been playing and whatnot. So that's a hard thing as well. I think it's a good game if you're going to play with some friends and stuff. If you're looking for something different to play with friends, I think it's a good game.
Yeah. I think one thing you mentioned to me right after we got done, and that kind of resonated with me, is that you said something about it being a couple years late for what it is.
Correct. I said, I think if this came out around the time of like, even a couple years, but Arizona Sunshine, I felt like this gave me stuff we were doing and then back in 16, I think it was, like playing the same kind of stuff and doing the same kind of things. That's kind of where it got me. Like, I just didn't have anything more for what we have nowadays.
And there were some other things that made me feel a little bit more very early VR days. The fact that you can't, so you got a pistol in your hand, but you can't double grip it.
Right.
So if you hit the grip button on both hands when it's close, it switches the gun hands, which why? Like, I don't know. That's dumb to me. Another thing is when you go, at least the guns we were using, when you go to reload them and you pull the magazine out of like the front pouch in front of you, it like plays this like really quick little animation of it coming out. So it like slows those reloads down, and it's like, no, and there's zombies coming at me. Like, don't slow my reload.
It felt cumbersome. That part felt reloads felt cumbersome, which I hate. I don't like that.
Oh, know. Fluke said there's a patch for the cabin dropping on Monday that's supposed to address a lot of the issues. That's good,
good.
but why? Like, why not put that patch out before? Right. Like, because now my feelings about the game are a little bit spoiled, and it's not a game that I'm like, oh, I got to go back in there. If it would have came out and have been really good, I'd have been like, oh, let's go back in. That was a lot of fun. Also, the game is very difficult.
It is. And I feel like it's not very guided appropriately. Like, it's confusing, and we're pretty good with just figuring stuff out on the go.
It has a tutorial,
and I just felt it does, but at the same time, I just feel a little like lost in just the same thing going on. I don't know. It's just maybe not something I would probably play. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. But it'd be fun with friends, I guess, if you have something new you want to play.
I'm with Skiba. I would rather play After the Fall.
Well, that's the first thing I said. I'm like, why would we play this when we have After the Fall that does the same kind of thing way better, visually way better,
right?
Way more entertaining, and the feel of scale and everything. It just, exactly. I said the same thing first.
And I mean, even playing games like, doesn't Contractors have a zombie mode? I can't remember. And I know Pavlov, we've done Pavlov zombie mode. And like, I just felt like that was better, you know what I mean? As well as After the Fall.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So,
I know. Yep. Can we talk about what we did play afterwards that I wanted to?
Goodness. So I do have some clips.
Which isn't like anything new or like crazy.
They did do some updates though.
Yeah.
They've done some updates.
Right. But this, I
I haven't laughed this hard in a while.
I know, exactly. We were both crying, laughing, literally. It was, it's called, do you have it up? Yeah. This is Requisition, and it is the funnest game a lot of people probably haven't played. I know there's not a lot of people out there playing it. I think it's a $20 pickup, right?
Well, I think it was pretty rough early on. So again, a game that I think spoiled a lot of people early on. Sure. And I don't know what it is, like $20 or something.
Yeah, I think it's 20. I think it's like $19.99 or something like that. But
hang on, let's pause real quick. Shirzad Khan City, thank you for that super chat. He said, few PSVR2 reviewers pointed out tracking issues and even input delay. Thoughts? I tried it at CES and had a lot of tracking issues, but we had tracking issues with everything there.
Yeah.
So like, I know that was a lot of the interference issues. So I'm really hopeful that we don't have those issues once we get it home.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're going to have to see. Input delay, I don't remember noticing that, but there was so much going on at the convention and like all the, checking all this new stuff that I don't exactly
remember. And it wasn't like anything fast paced, so that would be hard to judge.
No. So, I mean, we're all going to find out a lot here in a couple of days. I'm really looking forward to that. Yep. But back on to did we say what it was yet?
Requisition.
Okay.
Yes. It's a game that is zombie-ish, so, not post-apocalyptic, but whatever, after the zombies take over, essentially, and you're left in this building with friends and stuff, and you're trying to survive and whatnot. But man, it is a blast. There's the stuff you can do in it. It's like your brain can do whatever it feels like in this game. And I love that.
It is crazy.
Like, to me, that is so good.
Take your time though, because luckily we went in and had somebody that had been playing the game a long time that was showing us how to do stuff. Because if we would have went into this game without some kind of guidance on how to build things and these crazy weapons you can build and blueprints and like all this stuff, it would have been a lot harder. And I think I probably would have got frustrated with the game and not have wanted to go back in. So you're probably best to go in with somebody that has an idea what they're doing. But you can literally make weapons out of anything. You can combine anything together, which is part of the fun, and just had us cracking up laughing at some of these contraptions. And
oh my gosh, yeah. You can basically build weapons out of whatever you want, combine stuff. There's pre-made stuff that you can find and put
you can
together.
Also buy stuff.
You can buy stuff. Yeah. Yep. You get enough money, you can buy stuff. You have to break down stuff with hammers and use scrap. You can scrap wood to build up walls. Yeah. Oh, it's so cool, and hammer it in and everything. Odin said it's a crafter's heaven.
It really is.
And he said he beta tested it and the physics were off a little bit to him, but I didn't feel like they were that bad in there. I didn't take away going it was horrible.
They're not perfect, but I mean, it doesn't feel like a AAA game. But it's pretty good. Like,
if they keep working on it,
I think if they keep updating it.
But yeah,
I mean, some of the physics is for me. I mean, like some of the things getting caught on things and stuff. Like, those are physics that sometimes can be kind of funny, but kind of annoying sometimes. But yeah, I mean, even hitting the zombies and stuff, I think the physics could be a little bit better. But there's room for improvement.
Physics issues if you build a weapon out of a chair and a saw, and when you go through a door, you're not going to be able to just run through a door.
No, I agree.
Right? I mean, come
agree.
on,
Totally.
Right, exactly.
Totally.
But this game does let you just do anything and scavenge,
it's
you
been
get in
a
panic
while.
mode because ammo is kind of hard to come by, and it's great. Survive, yep.
It's been a while since I've literally had tears coming out of the bottom of my VR cover facial interface because I was laughing so hard. It was
Yes.
ridiculous.
It was so much fun though. Everything about it was fun. I walked away like we haven't had a good time in a game like that in a long time. And that to me means there's substance to a game. You know what I'm saying? Like that you can walk away from. And that's what I like.
I would go back and play it.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
I don't know that it's a game that I would play by myself. I don't know that I would enjoy it as much by myself.
I did
but
because
with a
I
couple
like
friends,
playing with, building
crafting
things and stuff
yeah.
and learning what I could make out of something and attaching a nail gun to a broom handle and shooting stuff, putting knives in a toaster and launching stuff.
And
the
it'll
printer.
show in this clip. Remember
dude.
the printer one?
The
Yeah, where it
printer's
was
funny.
you would put a book in the printer and then it would shoot out paper at stuff. Like some of the stuff you could make was just, oh my goodness, it was
know.
just ridiculous. I mean, weed eaters, and I mean, there's just supplies and stuff everywhere. And it's just,
so good.
I mean, big old dongs.
Yeah, with the bus of love in the lobby.
I didn't put that in this video because I don't know
Valentine's.
if that's appropriate, but well, maybe we'll show them clips somewhere else. But
Oh my gosh.
but it was pretty funny. But
So
yeah,
funny, yeah.
it's a fun game. So
is, yep.
so if you haven't picked it up,
Yeah.
definitely. This would be a fun
Highly
one to play
recommend
with
it.
Classy Grandmas.
Oh
She
my
she
gosh.
cracks me up. She is so funny.
I love
So
it.
funny. So
Yep.
yeah, that was a pretty good one. So I'm definitely. Oh, I got to show you my trap here because I'm waving this zombie in.
Some of the
trap.
do you know you can attach, and I've learned this after the fact, you can take.
Okay.
I want to see this happen.
Oh, we have our audio? Oh, nice.
Come on, little zombie guys.
Come on.
Come on. You can do it. Even watching it back, it makes me laugh.
So you can attach, like, you can do makeshift bombs.
there you go.
And then you can actually attach the bombs to stuff like the soccer
Traps
ball.
and stuff,
No,
yeah.
like the soccer
Oh, yeah.
ball and hit the soccer ball or volleyball and like launch it and then it goes off. Oh,
It's
like
crazy.
stuff we never even did.
Yeah, like
it's
it
so
is
good.
crazy. Once you get down and kind of figure out how to build things, and like I said, the other guy in there was showing us so much stuff that made it so much easier. But Tony Digital,
Tony
my
Digital.
goodness, he's always hooking it
Dude,
up.
cheers, man.
He said,
Supporting
"Good
the
morning,
channel,
guys.
man.
I'm excited for PSVR2 to show up next week. I couldn't sleep on it like a lot of other people are. Cough, cough, Tyler.
I know.
I know.
That's all right. I get it. I totally get it.
I haven't given up hope that Tyler is going to get one at some point.
We'll see.
I don't know. I mean, I think if the games come out and
Right.
they pull them in, I think that's
Exactly.
what's going to do it. So
That's all of it. That's
Yeah.
everything. We have viable headsets across the board. So it's not about headsets anymore, truthfully.
Yeah.
Like we have amazing headsets at everyone's access, whether it be cheap, expensive, high fidelity.
It's true.
We have whatever you
there's
want.
a wide
Console,
range.
PC, standalone. You can buy anything you want right now. So honestly, right now it is about the games for me.
Yeah.
Minus the weight. Because I have issues with my neck
Yeah,
that
he
I
has.
want something lighter. So that's huge for me across the board. So
Yeah,
I've
and
been crying about that.
Rudell Zavedno brings up a very good point, and we've talked about this on the Discord too. Pico 4 is a really nice headset. I was really hoping to get a Pico 4 with a display port soon, like we did Pico 3 release. Now I'm not so sure. So that that is something that even like with the HTC XR Elite, like I just wish these headsets would have a display port connection so you can hook
know.
up to a PC. And we've talked about that. And
Yep.
I'm not sure why people aren't doing it more, but
Because nobody wants to go universal. They want you to stay in their stuff
Yeah.
and build their peripherals and
I guess so.
ecosystem. Just how it is.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Well, we might as well finish the rest of this video because it shows us.
Dude, it's so good.
It sounds sweet in my headphones.
It's so much fun though.
Is he not dead? Oh, he's about to blow
Oh,
up.
this is when we had actual guns?
Yeah, this is the very end.
Or was
of
it
this
makeshift
round.
guns?
I don't know. We were using anything we could find. I think we were like out of ammo.
A drill with.
I got one.
Yeah.
Oh, I got one shot left.
Oh, this is
Tyler,
like at the
what do you
bitter
got?
Very
end.
end. Yeah.
What gun?
And you
got
can
AK,
hear
I
them
got
like
AK.
down underneath you, under the
AK.
floor and stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, do you need it?
so creepy.
Yeah.
We never
Oh, that
found-
was your. So this was your drill gun that you could put AK magazines in,
Okay.
but it was made out of what? Of a drill, a C clamp, and
Yeah, C clamp and a broom handle, and
All
then
I
you
got
stuck
is my,
you stuck the clips
all I
in the
got is my
side of
back
it at the
thing now.
end. It's so good.
so ridiculous.
Okay, cool.
It's so
I
funny.
can try
And
and protect this at least with that.
I had a bag on my head. Like I just
don't even know why.
I just realized that.
Carrying a coat rack.
He was carrying a coat rack.
Part of their
Oh, that was the very
That was
end.
it. That was the
Yeah,
last
so
one.
that was anticlimactic. Sorry, I built that up a whole lot more than it really was. But anyways, Lincoln Clay, what's up, man? He
Cheers,
said
man.
Shawn and Tyler GT7
I know.
PSVR2. Damn it!
I know.
He is.
I'm
He
with
is
you.
excited. But
I get it. I
yeah,
know. That is one
He-
that I'm really intrigued with.
Yeah,
but
you're definitely gonna have to come try that out on the y'all. So
Yeah.
he's big sim racer guy. He's got an awesome steering setup and stuff. I think he's running the Fanatec stuff, and I'm just.
yeah, he keeps stepping it up too.
It's
with like
literally
everything he does.
sitting in my shopping cart, and I just haven't hit the button. But I mean, that's
I know.
another $1,000. It's just hard to do.
I know.
But yeah. Anyways, so Requisition, if you haven't picked it up, it is a fun pickup with some
Yep.
friends. It is hilarious. Like it
Yep.
is gonna leave you probably in tears. Another one that left me in some tears and left Fluke with beer coming out his mouth.
Oh, no.
Is, so this is Uno.
Yeah.
VR Uno, my thing I've been excited for forever. So it has finally happened. And
go.
thank you to Classy Grandma because she set up this play session. I've been meaning to get in there. And she was like, no, we're playing some Uno.
This is the date.
This is when we're playing. You better freaking be here. And I was like, well, when you tell me like that, I'm going to be there. So we loved it. We had such a fun time. We were also in there with Olive. It was me, Olive, Fluke, and Classy Grandma. I don't even know how many rounds we played. So much fun. This is a free app on App Lab. It's called Game Night, I believe. And it's just awesome. You can do custom game things. Because one thing I love about real life Uno, and nobody ever wants to play this with me, is stacking, where you can stack. Like, so if I lay a draw 2, and you don't have a draw 2, you have to pick up 2 cards. If you have a draw 2, you can lay a draw 2 on top of my draw 2, then it just keeps going. So at one point in time, we did that, and it was like, and everybody had one, and it ended up on Olive, and she ended up with like 3 stacks of cards, and it was hilarious.
Ridiculous, yeah.
So much fun. So it's a free game to play. Totally recommend it. Norman Robinson, thank you for that super chat.
Cheers, I was going to say. Heard it come through.
Go ahead and read it.
Says, good morning, gents. I'm actually very excited for the Bigscreen Beyond VR, which I did want to talk about
that
here.
for sure.
Crazy, personal, and slick. That's my HMD, no sharing.
Thank you for that super chat, and that is going to be a great topic to get into here in a minute because we want to talk about some of that. But
I know.
VR Uno, you got to check it out.
Yep.
You can have up to 8 people. We're going to set up another play session where we get more people in.
Oh, is it 8? I didn't realize it was 8 people. Oh, I didn't realize that.
8
actually.
people.
Oh,
yep.
that's cool.
And there's other mini games too in the game, so it's not just Uno, but obviously Uno is the main reason I got into it. But definitely a fun time. I had so much fun, cracking up laughing. I mean, it's just a good game.
It is.
You sit down, you have good conversation, you joke around.
Yep.
And you
Chill.
and it's a very easy game to pick up and play. If you've never played it before, it's very easy to play. And they also have another mode in here that I want to talk about real quick, which I thought was awesome because normally when you get down to 1 card, and hopefully everybody's excited about this as I am. Anyways, when you get down to 1 card, you got to call Uno. You've played Uno, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Been a long time, but
So when you get down to 1 card, you got to call Uno. If somebody calls Uno on you, then you have to pick up another card. They put a dance mode in here where you can turn this on and off.
Right.
But if you go to call Uno, you hit the Uno button, and then whatever your last card color you laid, you have to match all the colors in these orbs and hit it. So if somebody calls Uno on you before, then they have the chance to get all the colors before you do, which gives you a card. Now, you can just hit the button quietly, which is what Fluke did to win this one round in here. I don't know if it played
Snuck
yet.
it in.
And you can, so watching the video back, I never even noticed, but I saw Fluke sitting there dancing, hitting all these things, and I saw it in the video. I didn't notice it in person, so he got the Uno because nobody else realized he was dancing and doing the orb thing. But it's just an awesome game. It's a really fun game, and I really am looking forward to playing it some more. So Classy Grandma sent a $2 super chat and then she took the message back. So I'm not sure what she said. But she did say you have to come, Tyler.
Exactly.
So maybe that's what she
what
said.
she
It's down below. You have to come, Tyler.
Yeah.
Thank you for that super chat.
Yeah,
so
cheers.
Tyler really does.
I know.
And I don't know,
do
have you played with Classy Grandma yet?
I have not,
Dude,
no.
she is hilarious. I can't tell you enough how funny she is. She's an awesome person to play with.
It's great how, we talk about that with, people's laughs or how they act in stuff, and it just can make or break a time. It's so funny.
Yeah, it really is.
I'm with you.
It's really fun. So I just want to talk about that because I've talked about it for years and it's finally happened. And somebody said, is it in other things like Horizon? I think it's in VR chat. I've never played that version. I don't go into VR chat very often or Rec Room or Horizon, to be honest.
Yeah,
so
right. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Right.
But
Rec Room's been a while too.
yeah, we used to play Rec Room, but it has been a while. So I don't know. But like I said, this is free. So even if it is in those other ones, I mean, I don't know if it's always going to be free, but at least free for now. So
True. Yeah.
pretty awesome. But
Might as well try it though.
yeah.
Man,
Good
yeah.
stuff. Classy Grandma again. With another super chat. You didn't have to do that.
No.
She said, you have to come to Uno, Tyler.
I know.
Who's Tyler?
I do like Kyler.
Because she never calls you Tyler now. So
right.
I'm surprised she put that. But,
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, she even just kept saying that in there.
I
but
do.
it's
I used to
funny.
play a lot of euchre. That was
Really?
always my euchre and hearts. I loved.
Interesting.
And I haven't played card games in a while, but be a good way to get back into it.
I do want to just say to the TikTok, I think I don't know how TikTok works. I got my phone sitting over here, and I don't know how much longer I'm going to let it go because sometimes I need my notes and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And what I'm going to do in the future is probably bring an iPad and just set it up there so we can
could.
see the text easier because I can't really read it. But it looks like they're sending like flowers or something. I don't
that
know
a
what
thing?
that means.
Right.
Is that how you like tip people? But if you are, I definitely appreciate you. I don't know what's going on TikTok because I'm very much a noob on TikTok. But thank you if you're doing something.
That's great.
Anyways. All right, what do you want to get into next? Do you
Flowers.
want to get into big screen?
I kind of do.
Okay.
I kind of do because it's It's, I don't know. It does get me excited for what it could be, but again, without actually trying something, it's hard. You know, I wouldn't have probably thought that about the XR Elite until I tried it.
Correct.
So for me, it's just something we haven't had.
This is where I need my phone because all of my specs notes are on there.
So I think it is great. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Without trying it, I don't have a great answer for you of what I think about it. But
Yeah. Do you have your phone?
I do.
Pull up their website. It's Bigscreen Beyond, I think.com. So I don't have to stop the TikTok. But
Yeah.
the thing that I thought you would be really excited about is this is like teeny tiny headset. This makes the XR Elite even look kind of big. So people say it's super comfortable, super lightweight. They are working right now. They just have a ski goggle strap that goes around the back of your head. But they are working on an audio strap though as well, a rigid audio strap, which I'm curious to see.
Which is up for pre-order.
Like Artful said, 127 grams, 2560 by 2560 per eye, and as you can see, the thing is literally tiny. This is only going to be a Steam VR headset. This isn't a standalone headset. So, you know, one of the reasons they can get it so small form factor, so lightweight, no, you know, built-in battery, none of that kind of stuff that's going to add weight to the headset. This is going to have to also work with Lighthouse tracking. So you need either index controllers or Vive wands or something like that, as well as the base station. So headset alone is what, $1,000?
Yeah,
I think $1,000, and then on top of that, if you don't have base stations and if you don't have controllers, you're looking at what, like $1,400-$1,500?
Right. Which lucky for us, we do have that stuff.
Right.
But I don't know. I'm just these new things that come out from companies that we haven't seen before.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because we've been burnt by what other companies have done and failed on and not delivered on or not happened even. Period. I don't know if that makes me nervous.
But this one isn't a Kickstarter though. This one's a straight up pre-order.
I know it is. I know.
Yeah.
And
I think a refund too if you want to cancel your pre-order.
that's right. They have said that. I don't know. It's something I would probably want to try and see for myself.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I agree. And we've heard for a while about this NDA headset and all this stuff, and I'm pretty sure this is the one people were talking about.
Yeah.
But another thing that I think is interesting is the fact that this is like a completely customized to you headset.
Right, with the facial interface.
Which at first when I heard that, I was like, oh, that's terrible. Like, why would anybody want that? And then in my head, I'm thinking, you know, I love VR because I love people to come over and put them in VR.
But do they?
But yeah, some. But I have headsets to do that. But as you think about it, as VR progresses, and it's not everybody in the world hasn't tried VR yet. It's more everybody in the world has tried VR yet. So you're not giving them a mind-blowing experience, you know, for the first time, you know, moving forward. More and more people are starting to try it. More and more people have a Quest 2. Then my thought is like, that is an interesting thought to have my own headset that is designed for my face, my eyes, you know what I mean? Then I was like, I could see that in the future, you know, a couple years from now, that's the norm because we won't be sharing these items as much anymore. It'll be more personalized. You know, there's potential you spend a lot more time in them for work.
You can solve that whole problem by including a universal interface. You know what I mean?
True. Good point.
That's
way to shut me up.
Right. I mean, you can have a personal one and a universal one. That's an
excellent idea.
Right.
And I think from what I heard though, I think they are working on something like that. I remember reading something about that. But I think it's so essentially what you do when you order this. And the other bad part is you have to have an iPhone XR or higher phone because you have to use an app that scans your face and then sends them that scan. And if you don't have it, only works with that phone or higher, I guess. So don't have that. But it's a custom molded facial interface essentially to your face, IPD setup for your IPD, and comes with prescription lens adapters. Pretty customized.
Right. I don't know. I just don't know. Right, exactly. That's how I feel too. It's not like something I'm running out, you know, to get, I guess. I mean, I guess for me, I'm comparing everything to the XR Elite right now just because that's what I am into.
Yeah.
So I just look back at that, and the universal aspect of that to me might be a little better, you know, just with the, you know, extended battery time, the hot swappable batteries, the lightness of it. I don't have to run a battery if I don't want to. I like those universal things, and I like the weight of that. Yeah. That's why it grabs me. I can do anything with it.
Yeah.
I mean,
that
literally.
is true.
So I don't know. That for me, it's something that I want to get back into because the Vive stuff used to be super good. And I feel like they either have to reinvent themselves with this, and I feel like they have, or what are they going to be from here on out?
Brandon brings up a good point. He says you're buying a 2-year-old chipset though with an XR Elite, which is true.
Aren't we with everything right now, though?
Until Quest 3, yeah.
Right.
Until Quest 3,
But that's everything. But that's why we're seeing these headsets, because those companies have to have that chip in hand to start developing for that.
Yeah.
And the only reason Facebook came out with it, Meta came out with it faster, was probably because they got it first and they dumped a crap ton of money into it to get it out the door right away. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's an interesting headset. When I see this, I'm like, man, that would be a really sweet sim headset. That's what I think. Like, I don't know that I see it for playing a ton of other games, but playing a sim racing game or a sim, Microsoft Flight Simulator, like, man, it might not get much better than that headset for a sim headset.
Right.
I don't know. We're going to have to see, but
I know.
I mean, it's going to be a tough sell, though. They're going to have a tough time with this headset because of it being PCVR only, requiring base stations, requiring those kind of controllers, not including any of that stuff, a high price tag. It's going to be a hard sell. So, I mean, I don't think this isn't a mass market headset.
Simmers.
Yeah. It's not, and hardcore PCVR people that already have all of that stuff and they're wanting something lighter, high resolution. That's what I see. Let me know in chat, who's pre-ordered this? I would love to know who has actually pre-ordered this and have plans to get it.
You've got Riddell in chat saying that it sounds like he's hyped for it, but not very trustworthy.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's the thing, without anything to stand behind, that's why I don't have a problem investing in a Vive headset, because I know I'm going to get what they're saying, except we've been
I was going to say, it's funny because
there's other things.
HTC's done a lot of really bad things. Luckily, we've tried this headset and we liked it. We haven't spent a ton of time in it, so it's still going to be interesting to see. Good thing is you pre-ordered on Amazon, so if you end up getting it, doesn't live up to our first, initial impressions of a 10-minute demo, it can be sent back. But I mean, HTC at least has been around for a long time. Bigscreen, this is their first hardware. They've been a software company exclusively.
Right.
So.
I just know I was wowed when I put it on, and I haven't had that feeling on a headset in a long time.
Yeah.
Even trying the Quest Pro and stuff, I wasn't wowed.
No,
it's an upgrade.
I like it.
Absolutely,
it's beautiful hooked up to a PC.
It is stuff like that, but to actually be wowed by a headset hasn't happened in a long time for me. So
what
it takes.
I agree.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was interesting to see it come out. Form factor. I love the fact that the form factor of these headsets are getting smaller, lighter. That is exciting to me. I really, really want to try this headset. I can't see myself spending the money on it right now.
No, me neither.
Yeah, I want to try it.
Yeah, absolutely.
If we can get a demo somewhere, go somewhere and get a demo, I'm totally down for that. But
it's hard.
It's cool. I mean, I'm excited that I'm excited for more companies to be doing stuff in the space, though. So I mean, that's good. I think. But
no, I'm with it.
Yeah.
I know. Let's see what else we wanted.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think now. Oh yeah.
All my notes are on my phone. But let's see. So let's get back into. Do we have anything that's not PSVR for a little bit again?
I know that's what I was trying to think of too.
I don't know. So, okay, let's talk about Switchback.
Microsoft Flight Simulator?
No. Stop it, Kyle. So
come on, man.
So I want to talk about Switchback a little bit because I am extremely, extremely excited for this game, especially because I know it's possible for the Y'all 2 to work with the PSVR2. So that has me even more excited for this game than I thought. And I never played the original on PSVR 1. I got into VR in 2016, but I picked up the PSVR 1 way later. I never played the first one, Rush of Blood. And I always thought that was good. I remember seeing videos of that and being like, oh man, that looks like so much fun in the early days of VR. So that got me excited. But if at all possible, the developers watch this or somebody in here has contacts with them, please let them do telemetry support for this game that it can be used with the Y'all 2. Please.
Yeah, I'm so bitter though. We can't even talk about the Y'all at this point because there's stuff going out to people that are just now purchasing it.
Yeah, so
way
a lot
faster than the backers.
Yeah.
And that's a seriously big
people are
frustration.
getting ticked off because they're basically using the backers to fund the company at this point and send out units.
No, they're using the new money that they're selling right now because they're selling this for $4,000 whatever, and they need that higher money out of that to pay for everything else. So basically, everybody who's a backer is just getting, scrap
Shafted
off
a
the
little
back
bit,
end.
yeah.
Yeah. So
It is unfortunate. It's like a double-edged sword because I'm loving the y'all so much right now, but at the same time, I know the issues and I know the frustrations of people that have pre-ordered, that have backed it, like Tyler that hasn't got his yet.
It's frustrating because, with businesses, you don't put out a price with something without some type of contract agreement or purchase agreement to a value of something. And yes, I know everything went up, but at the time they should have had some of that stuff in place. And I get, unforeseeable things. Yeah. But we're talking now they're tripling the price and then not sending it to everybody who had.
And they're still saying they're going to send it to the backers, but they're sending to people they're not fulfilling all the backer orders before the pre-orders and the actual sales. They've kind of trickled. Now they're actually sending out more units to pre-orders and to regular orders than what the backer orders. So
by far.
That's kind of Yeah, it sucks. It does suck. And I got it for so cheap. I was like one of the first people to back it on Kickstarter, and I got it for like $1,000. Right. So, and now they can't even build it for that, I don't think. But
which I understand, but they should have had things in order to guarantee those prices.
What if you what if you, like Sim Racing Junkie, what if you just try to cancel it and go with the DOF H3 or something?
I could cancel it, and I can do that.
Yeah.
I could. And I've thought about it, but they aren't canceling exactly at the moment. You go on a list that when they start doing the cancellations here again, which they say they're going to, they probably want people to cancel. So they're trying to push people out so that they can just sell them to people that are paying more money for them. Which
suck.
I get, but that's like saying if I bought a car 4 years ago and that it's higher now, I get it's higher now, but I paid for it back then. But I haven't even got to have it.
You should have had the supplies then, you know what I mean, to build them or something.
They should have had a
But I guess that's why. The bad thing with this is this wasn't this company's first hardware unit. So I had quite a bit of faith in them because they've had a unit out for a while. This is their second iteration of it, but I don't know. It's frustrating. And somebody searched out Con City said if this game is built on Unreal Engine, then it should already have telemetry support. So that would be fantastic. And I know he said that before, or somebody else said that. So I'm just really hoping. Nobody has said. I've reached out to the company. I haven't heard back from them if it is going to have some kind of y'all support or telemetry support. But I was playing Epic Roller Coasters in the y'all too, and it's nowhere near as good as Switchback is going to be, I don't think. But still gave me that feeling, kind of eerie environment, a couple zombie things you got to shoot. You're moving all around. It's just like, man, this game is going to be so good. With the head haptics and the blink. So like when you blink, things move. So you try not to blink. And I'm just really, really excited for it. So this was the game I was going to play first on my PSVR2, but the release date got pushed back some. So that won't be the case now. I don't know what I'm going to play first.
I was going to say, come on, you don't know what you're going to play?
I don't know. Probably Gran Turismo.
Oh, that surprises me, actually. That truthfully surprises me.
I don't know. I really, maybe not, because a different game is going to be easier to hop into right away. So, I don't know. Like, I've already played Horizon.
I wouldn't play that. I would play something that utilizes more of what that headset is for.
Horizon?
Yeah.
Horizon does.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I would play that over like Gran Turismo because Gran Turismo isn't going to do anything different than you already know.
Right.
It's just the game experience. That's it. But which is awesome. But I guess Horizon would be more of utilization of that headset to its best ability, and to then go back and compare it to what we saw at CES too, to see if it has made any improvements. Because that would be your initial takeaway and your initial first experience.
Yeah, that's true. My other thought was playing something that I've played on Quest and PSVR to have a direct comparison of like, how does this look visually? How does this look? So yeah, I don't know.
I wouldn't do that. That's like saying if I got, an Index and Half-Life Alyx was there, I would go play something that's out for Quest. Like I don't know.
I hope Half-Life Alyx comes for PSVR. That'd be an excellent one. I'll probably play this one. This will probably be the first game that I play on PSVR 2.
Yeah, no.
So this is actually a launch title, I guess, for PSVR 2. I don't know if I think it just got announced. This is essentially Cactus Cowboy, something about plants at war. I've played Cactus Cowboy on the Quest 2 for the pass-through mode because it was on side quest and I had a pass-through mode. But this is like an actual game, I guess. And I do think that obviously this isn't the first game that I played.
But games like this stand a good chance to be on something with a console because you have people of every age and, it is something different. So that's good too.
I don't know if it's going to be free. I'm guessing it's going to be a paid title.
I don't think
and it might be pretty fun. Yeah, I don't know. But I think my point of showing this, though, is that I do think on launch day, there's going to be some other titles like this that we didn't even realize or think about that, you know, there's probably things that they aren't putting out there as like these launch titles because they're not like these big, you know, name games or games that have a big draw to them. You know, congrats to this developer for getting on PSVR2 day one. I think that's awesome. But I think there is going to be some stuff that comes out, you know, pretty quickly or day one for PSVR2 that we don't know about or didn't think about. You know what I mean? I do think that's going to happen. But
yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, it'd be great to see.
Cactus Cowboy.
That's the one. That's the first one, right?
You know, another one that's coming is Wanderer. Wanderer is coming to PSVR2, and that is an excellent game, especially for those, like, these games are ones that, like, I'm not as excited about because I've played them on Steam, although I didn't play a ton of this game. I played this game for a little while, and then I got into something else, and I never went back to it. So maybe I will pick it back up on PSVR2. I don't know, but Wanderer is a really, really good game. So the people that have only had Quest or something like that, you know, and they're getting a PSVR2 and going to be able to play some of these
first taste
titles.
of like PC title games,
yeah,
or
like
high
that quality,
games.
yeah,
Absolutely.
that quality. I mean, it's an excellent game, so I'm really excited to see that one as a title that is coming.
I agree.
For PSVR2. That's pretty cool.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
That is a really good one, actually. That would probably be one of the first pickups, like if, you know, first time getting VR or first time, getting something.
And I don't think
fidelity.
this one's not a launch title. I don't think they've released the date, but it's coming this year. Like I said, all my notes are on my phone, and I'm still on TikTok. I don't know how my phone hasn't died yet. So thanks again to all the people on
That's
TikTok. I don't know. I can't read it, unfortunately. Next time I'll bring the iPad, like I said.
What's that one video up to? How many views is that up to?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, we just started doing TikTok not long ago. It's like 600,000, which I don't even have. We've been doing YouTube for years and don't have videos without any views.
Because it's just the weird TikTok snowball, man.
Yeah,
that's how it goes.
It is funny. TikTok's a funny platform. But Wanderer is going to be a great game, I think. Another one, and I can't barely. My eyes are getting old.
Oh my gosh,
maybe
you haven't had
put
enough
it in
coffee.
here.
That's why.
Oh, maybe I didn't put it in here. What's the oh man, I can't even think of it now. The shooter game that was super popular on PSVR 1 had the aim controller for it, multiplayer shooter, kind of like Call of Duty. I know you're not going to think of it now because I said it.
Ultra.
Firewall Ultra.
Yes,
yeah, Firewall Ultra. So that's another one that I've actually never played. Firewall 0 Hour. I never played it on PSVR because, like I said, I was never into PSVR. I got one really late in the game for the first one. But that is another one that I cannot wait for. Like I mean, just the fact. One thing about PSVR 2 that I'm really excited about is the fact that they are actually going to use the eye tracking. Like, I bought a Quest Pro for stupid $1,500, has eye tracking. Nobody uses it because all the games, you know, technically work with Quest 2 as well.
Right.
So it's like, what's even the point other than my avatar can like make cross-eyed at you? You know what I mean? So that's kind of annoying where PSVR 2 is actually going to be able to take advantage of this. So like, I know they showed that clip where you're throwing a grenade and it'll actually use eye tracking to look where you want the grenade to go. And that kind of stuff excites me. Like, any game for PSVR 2 can utilize this eye tracking so developers can take advantage of it and do really cool stuff with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just like Switchback.
I know.
Like that excites me.
I'm with you. I agree.
No, I do not play my PSVR 1. I honestly don't. I've played it some.
Just to try it.
But I just got it like last year or whatever. You know, and I something just fell. I don't know. Something just fell behind that door or something. But I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's a ghost. Is your house haunted?
That was scary.
Is your house haunted?
I have no clue what that was.
I don't either.
I actually feel like I should go look, but
I mean, yeah, you could. But yeah, Mike Kelly VR, eye tracking aside, love eye tracking idea aside from foveated rendering, which foveated rendering is another hopefully thing that they can do. But yeah, I'm just excited for that tech to be able to take advantage of it. And like I said, I haven't used my PSVR 1 much because I got it late on last year. I have played a bunch of stuff on it, but it's not something I go back to all the time. Just because the setup's kind of a pain. I don't like leaving the wires everywhere. And, and so, yeah.
I know.
PSVR 2, inside out tracking. Going to be so much better.
With the wire. Oh, so good.
It's just a little USB. It's just a little baby USB-C cable.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
It's just a little baby cable.
There you go. If you said that before you knew anything about PSVR 2, you wouldn't have said that.
I mean, I don't like cables. I would much prefer it to be wireless, but I mean, it is what it is. And I mean, at the same time, wireless can be a pain in the butt sometimes using AirLink, using AirBridge, using virtual desktop sometimes. Like there are... You know, you can have interference. You can have, you know, so I mean, it's wireless isn't always perfect, but I mean, you know, with the Quest 2, if you're using native, you know, you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, wireless is nice. Wireless is nice. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, I see Gamertag in here. I know he's already been playing with his PSVR2,
Right.
Lucky Duck, and probably some other people too. But yeah, I mean, it's just there's so much excitement around PSVR2 right now that it's just
Oh, yeah,
exciting
absolutely.
times. It's so exciting. But even though Tyler's not getting one, oh, another one, Walkabout Minigolf. It's also coming to PSVR2. Classic game. I mean, awesome game.
It's kind of a no-brainer. I mean, all these game developers want to put their stuff on place. I mean, why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? It's a whole nother market you can sell
Right.
your stuff on. So again, it's a great game. Is it going to utilize stuff from it? Probably not. They may. I mean, you'd be surprised. They actually do add a lot of stuff. I mean, the developers do keep adding to this game constantly.
Oh yeah, the latest Atlantis. It's
crazy.
I think I have the Atlantis trailer. Yeah, right here.
They really do. I mean,
It's just an awesome game.
know.
They keep updating it with these, they're DLC maps a lot of times, but they're really, really good maps. It's a super fun game to go in with friends, play putt golf. I mean, it's just a classic. Works so good in
Yep.
VR.
Oh, it
It's
does.
just an awesome game. So that's definitely going to be one that you're going to want to pick up on PSVR 2.
Shirzad.
Yeah, Shirzad Con City.
Cheers.
Thank you for that super chat. Said GT is interviewing Switchback dev this Monday. Gamertag.
Oh yeah.
Gamertag. Here, I got to switch. Gamertag. It's just
Wait, are we
me and
going
you.
back to-
It's just me and you
Oh, here
right
we
now.
go.
Okay, I hope
Here
you're
we
still.
go.
Tyler's leaving.
What? I'm not leaving.
Gamertag. Okay, I need you to ask something for me. I need you to find out about y'all 2 support, telemetry support. Like, there's nobody else in the room. It's just us. Please, I beg you. Please ask him that in the interview if you're going to talk to them. I'm really excited. I shouldn't have switched back because Tyler's not there. But I do really want to find out about that. So hopefully if you can ask them that question, that would be greatly, greatly appreciated. Even if you don't like put it in the video, you don't have to like record it, but at least just ask them on the side for me and let me know. Do you want to be on the show? What? You talking to me? I can be on the show? What day is this? Monday?
I can leave.
What time?
I'm still here.
Maybe. I mean, if that's an invite, let me know. We do have Monday. We have a doctor's appointment for the little guy. So I'm not sure what time that is, but hit me up. But I mean, just letting you know, that's all I'm gonna talk about the whole time. Like
Bungee support.
bungee support. Oh man, but yeah.
He says you have to ask about bungee support.
Oh
for me.
jeez. Either way, Gamertag. Looking forward to that interview because I would love. I mean, it's just a game I'm really excited about. So yeah. Let me know. Hit me up. Send me a message. But looking forward to that. But anyways, man, what time is it? I can't even look at my phone.
It is 12 o'clock.
Oh man, we on an hour already.
Yep.
What else you got to talk about? There's
Sorry.
probably stuff in my notes. Let me end this TikTok so I can look at my notes.
What? Oh, fine.
Sorry, guys.
Surprised your phone hasn't died.
I
actually.
know. How do you see how many people are in?
I don't know.
I don't know how many people are in here, but there's
never
139
live
likes
stream.
on TikTok. That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
More likes can attract viewers. Keep it up. Good morning, Dara Lynn. Good morning. In VR. What? I know, right? It's so
Oh
awesome.
my gosh. Here we go.
So awesome. Yeah, so there's a bunch of people in here. That's really cool. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, seriously.
Like I said, first time ever being live on TikTok.
Yeah.
So, but I am going to end the TikTok so I can look at my phone. But see y'all. There's our live chat over there.
Don't be showing.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
be showing our secrets.
Anyways,
We got 135 watching on YouTube,
all
too.
right, see ya.
See? Cheers, guys.
How do I stop TikTok?
I
Oh,
don't
there we go.
know, man. We've never gone live. Don't ask me.
Does TikTok save the
So-
live video afterward? I think it disappears.
No,
right?
it disappears.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yep. So,
Holy
Classic
crap, there
Grandma-
was 1,700 viewers on there.
Oh, nice. Cheers. Couple. The Classy Grandma wants to fly. She wants me to take her on a plane ride.
Can you do 2 people in Microsoft Flight Simulator?
You know, I haven't tried. So in the last one, there was a way to
$2 super
do
chat
it,
too.
but it was such a backdoor deal there.
We tried
that
to do it
took-
before.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
have to have
remember
some
what our
software
issues
running
were.
in the background and stuff and running on like a local
Oh,
network.
but she
or-
is getting a PC though. She's getting a gaming PC, so she
Right.
could probably just go in there with you,
Now, you can
fly
fly together.
multiplayer, like
right.
2 different planes.
Absolutely, right. You can definitely
that.
do that, but I don't know about riding because that's usually Shawn likes to ride, not fly. So usually that's the case. That would be cool if the y'all worked.
But I
riding
mean,
as
just
well.
get an Airbus and we'll fill it up. You know what
Oh
I'm
my
saying?
gosh, yeah. See, they should do something like that.
Yeah,
That'd be
that'd
cool.
be sweet.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Now what?
I don't know. I don't know if I put it in here.
What? What'd you forget?
Oh my goodness.
I don't know either.
I was slacking on my pimping this morning. Let me see. Keep talking. Act like
Airbus,
act
yes.
like
I
there's
have the
nothing going
Airbus
on.
controls too, so I'm in. I can definitely pilot that. Then I gotta set up all the controls. I haven't done that yet. Ugh, so much work. It's so good though. If you guys haven't played Microsoft Flight Simulator, do it. I'm telling you,
It
man.
is good. I'm just
so good.
I'm just not I don't know. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I know it's too much work because, and I get it. If you don't have like a permanent setup for it, it takes a lot to switch things over. And I get that, you know, not everyone has a spot where they have all their stuff rigged up every time to get into it, unless you're that into it.
Yeah, it is fun. I keep having to switch back my yoke and my steering wheel
Right.
now. For right now, my
That's
steering
hard.
wheel's staying on for GT7 and stuff. But I just wanted to show this because it doesn't really have to do with VR exactly. But this is Mark Zuckerberg and Volkanovski, like in motion capture suits, like rolling it out on the
Right.
mats. Like
Right.
I was like, this is awesome. So I think this was essentially to show off their avatars more than anything, which
Sure.
a little bit of false advertising because they got legs in this and we don't have any legs on meta avatars yet, but hopefully this is just the future of their avatars and
Right.
that's what it's going to
Like
look
full
like.
body
But
tracking.
I just saw this video and I was like, I'm an MMA fan anyways. You know, we've had Matt Serra on the show before,
Yep.
but I saw this and I was like, this is really cool. And
Yeah.
I just wanted to show it in case people
We'll
haven't
get there.
seen it. But
We'll get there, but I do feel like every time they show these, we're like 5 years out before we see
Yeah.
a trickle of anything that they show and they're
this was
playing
actually
with, so
from, I think this was from last year at some time last year.
we got 4 more years.
Yeah, yeah. So I said Volkanovski stopped by Meta headquarters to train with me. This is Mark saying this, to train with me for fun. We tested the limits of our performance avatars with motion capture in our Engage gear.
See?
So in the future,
Someday.
yeah, it'd be cool. I mean,
what I
this
mean.
is really cool though. Like
It
I
is.
just
Oh,
saw
yeah,
it, and
absolutely.
and Zuckerberg, as weird as the dude is actually into MMA as well. He trains MMA
Right.
and stuff.
Absolutely,
so
yeah.
it's pretty cool. I just saw this. I was like, oh man, I want to show that just because it's so
I know.
neat. But
Someday.
someday we'll have. And I remember Joe Rogan asking Zuckerberg, you know, could we do MMA in VR? And he's like, yeah, it'd be really hard to do right now. You know what I mean?
Must
But-
have put a bug in his brain or
yeah,
something. You know what I mean?
But
yeah.
I mean, we are getting Thrill of the Fight 2 this year, though, supposedly, and that is an awesome boxing game, which we're going to be able to have multiplayer in that. So I haven't seen any trailers, official or anything on it yet. Like,
I
we
don't
actually showed gameplay, but
I just don't get into the boxing games. I don't know why. Like
It's fun. I mean, it's
I
the
get it.
biggest
Like, and I
workout
like
you're
all the
gonna get.
workout stuff that
Yeah.
has the boxing built into it, but it's not something I find myself going to for whatever reason. You know what I mean? I don't know why, but
classic
whatever.
grandma wants to take on the Zuck. She said, I can take on the Zuck.
right? Hey, you never know.
That'd be fun to watch. She'd probably kick his butt, to be honest. But yeah, anyways, that's pretty much it, I think.
I think so too.
PSVR2, definitely going to be putting out some content on PSVR2. Hopefully, I bought a 4K 60 whatever.
Oh, capture card.
Yeah, Elgato capture card that goes
Yep.
in the PC to do some of that. I'm really excited. Definitely want to try out the y'all 2 with it. You know,
Yep.
Switchback hopefully, GT7 for sure. There's just going to be some. Good,
know.
I'm telling you, there's going to be some good games on that thing.
Oh, there will be. Absolutely.
Can't wait. Already going to be some good games, but a lot coming.
I know. We'll see.
You want to order one?
Keep trying.
You want to order one?
I know it's coming.
I know Tyler isn't sold on it, but what about Kyle? Is Kyle sold on a PSVR2 right now?
No, he's still stuck in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So, no.
Kyle. Come on.
Actually, I wonder if we'll see. No, we probably won't see that because that'll only be an Xbox exclusive because it's done by
Flight
Microsoft.
Simulator?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yep.
Yeah, at least we can do it in PC though. PC VR.
Yep. Exactly.
Yep, pretty much. But anyways, I think that's pretty much it. Don't know what's going on today. I got some family stuff. We had a loss in the family, but so I got some family stuff to go to today. I don't know how much I'll be around, but I know Artful usually sets up some gameplay stuff in the Discord. So if you're not on the Discord and you want to play, hopefully I'll get to hop in there at some point today. But if you're not and you're looking to play, the Discord is an excellent place. If you haven't already, we don't normally say this, but if you haven't already, just hit that little subscribe button and that little thumbs up or thumbs down button. Yeah.
We're just glad to see you here.
Yeah, we really are. We don't normally say that kind of stuff, but I figure we should probably say it.
I know. Everyone yells at us like, why don't we promote?
Yeah.
We don't.
I don't care.
Yeah,
We just like hang out.
exactly.
But we really do appreciate all the super chats and everybody being here. We love you all, and we will definitely.
See you here or see you in VR?
You haven't said that in a while.
That's what you were looking for, wasn't
Yep,
it?
that's
I know it was.
exactly what I
I
was
was
looking
going to hold
for.
out, but I couldn't.
Anyways,
That's not nice.
awesome people.
Yep. Requisition. Go
Try it out. It's fun.
It's fun.
We'll hop back in there.
Before
We
they
should
get rid
live
of the
stream
bus
that
of love.
sometime.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
jeez. I don't know if that's YouTube appropriate. The bus of love might get us kicked off of YouTube.
No, it's
I'm not
appropriate.
sure.
It's 100% appropriate.
All right. Yeah. We'll live stream it. We'll put the game, or we'll get some people in there or
Oh,
whatever
that's great.
sometime. Yeah.
So good.
Good
yeah,
to go.
Absolutely do. All right, guys. We're out.
Later.
See ya.
See ya.
Maybe.
How do we end this thing?
It's stuck.
Uh-oh. We got to stay live all day?
All right, now we're going. Later, guys.
Into VR in 2016. That was when we first we got the Rift.
Howdy.
Hey, it worked. It
There
worked.
he is. How about
Perfect.
that?
We're lucky to be here. I will admit that. My name's Tyler. This is Shawn. We're Rendered Reality, and we were definitely up late playing some VR last night.
Yeah.
Hole is bigger.
That's what I was thinking.
Not always better.
Let's keep it PG, boys.
I mean, right? We don't know like how much
Right,
sound
I
is coming
agree.
out of it.
It's true.
Right.
Is there more sound coming out of it? We don't know.
Yeah.